And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm your host, the RPG guy, probably the last episode as well. Okay, before we go to deal with the Joker, we were told to deduce who the spirit of Arkham is. Well, we figured that out quite a while ago, didn't we? It's gotta be Quincy. Quincy Sharp. And we have to think about, well, where did we leave the old bastard? Well, we left him way down here in the security control room. So let's go pay him a little visit. Because clearly he's got some explaining to do, as he had actively said, I think, that he had killed patients. Or he had thought about killing them. And this guy deserves to be in here as much as... deserves to be a patient here at Arkham as much as the rest of these individuals. Oh, Mr. Sharp, you have some explaining to do. You goddamn psycho. We know that's Clayface.
My name is Quincy Sharp, the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. You have done well to decipher my story, and I pray it has helped you on your path. I trust that through my writings you will do what is right. Please, I implore you, continue my work. This city deserves a savior. Continue my work.
I don't know how I feel about that, though, Mr. Quincy. It changes. I think it changed this whole thing here. Quincy Sharp has long been hiding a secret. Doctors had previously diagnosed him with a schizophrenic personality disorder, but he chose to ignore it. How could someone of his importance be ill like the dogs in his asylum? On taking over the administration of Arkham Asylum, Sharp became obsessed with the hidden writings of Amadeus Arkham. As he read more of these memoirs, he became almost two people, one dedicated to curing Gotham, the other desiring only to eradicate the evil of insanity from Arkham. In his demented state, he has stalked and killed patients, his ultimate goal being to kill the Joker. It is possible the rational side of his personality is not even aware of this dark, destructive force within him. Facts. Quincy Sharp, occupation, executioner, base of operations, Arkham Island, eyes blue, hair gray, 5'8", 190, Batman, Arkham Asylum, summer of 2009. Intense dedication to cleaning up Arkham. An alternate personality that is prepared to kill patients to facilitate the cure. Content to discuss for all forms of psychiatric disorder that is rooted in self-loathing. So, in a sense, Quincy Sharp is his own villain. And I think Batman doing what is right would be throwing him in here with the rest of his friends. Because he has become no better than the quote-unquote animals he's been trying to cure. So with that said and done, that completes pretty much all the little side quests in story mode. Going forward here, we're going to be tackling and finding out about Joker's little party. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun with cakes and cookies and creams. But we'll see. Berries and cream and berries and cream and cream and berries and berries and cream. Open sesame. Alright, let's go pay a visit to Joker, as we have so far not completely 100% completed the story mode, but we are on our way to doing so, as I like the looks of this. I really do.
If your name's not on the list, you ain't going in. Let's see, yeah. A, no, that's not right. So it's a B, Bane. Ah, here it is, Batman. Hey, looks like you're the guest of honor. Give him a big welcome, guys. Do it. Way to go. It's off, yeah.
Biggest birthday present is your birthday beating.
You hit like a girl.
And you no longer can feel your legs. What's weird is that I hit you in the head. Which probably makes that a grimmer joke than I intended it to be.
You okay, buddy? Punch him again! You're gonna bleed out your face! You get a line bleeding on the ground! You're gonna have holes when you're sick! Get shot, man! Knock it to the ground!
Alright.
Snap him into pieces!
And they're down. Happy birthday to me.
Are you excited, Bats? I mean, we've been building up to this point all night. Don't tell me you've not been looking forward to it. I know I have. Surprise! Everyone always said I should be in television. You don't want to miss this, really. It'll be a blast. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh dear God, why? Sitting on a throne of junk and shame.
Why didn't you stop Batman?
Me? It was your plan, you goofy clown.
I'm sending you back to the ventriloquist where you belong.
Oh, that sucks.
You had to spoil everything, didn't you? Beating up Bane, feeding Scarecrow to Croc, slapping around Harley, my hobby, by the way, and ruining all my lovely Venom plants.
It's over, Joker.
Over? Why, my dear delusional Dark Knight, it hasn't even begun.
Hey, it's Beavis and Butthead. Oh boy, here we go. Jeez, I'm not paying attention. Too busy looking at Joker. Yep. Come on. And up we go. You need to back off for a second. Oh, I let him sit too long. Oh, God. It's gonna be a short fight. Okay. Come on, big guy. Down. Oh, barely made that work. Barely made it out of that problem.
Nicely done, Bats. You deserve a prize. Your old pal, Commissioner Gordon. Say, he looks all run down. Let's pep him up.
No! Batman! Get away!
Here we go. We're gonna have some fun now, kiddies. You're trying to resist the change. That's not fair. Come on, get in. So, you want to play hardball, Bats, do you? Your call. Oh, you're ruining my big night. Months of planning down the crapper. I just wanted to bring down your grim facade and for once let you see the world as I see it, giggling in a corner and bleeding. But you've denied me even that. I have nothing to live for.
You think he'd break his jaw?
Arkham Asylum remains under lockdown.
Still kind of funny though.
Mercy of the rampaging inmates. Just 10 minutes ago, we received message.
Greetings, Gotham! Joker here! Arkham is mine! Soon I'll unleash madness untold onto the streets of Gotham. But first, direct your eyes to the rooftops and witness the final destruction of your dear Dark Knight.
We've been circling the tower since the... Wait, there! Joker is making his move!
Oh boy. Angry Joker. Mega Joker? Do I fear his...
Showtime, Batman!
Do we fear his...
Something to talk about!
Do we fear his giant body or his giant chin?
In a fight to the death! And for one night only, please welcome our special guest referee, oh, come on! Change! Get crazy. It's the only way to beat me. You know you want to. Never. You wasted the antidote on yourself? Now that's funny. Hysterical! But you still spoil my fun, and for that, I'll paint Arkham with your blood. Let's get ready to tango! Hey, where you going? It won't kill you to smile. Excuse me, Bats. In you come, boys. I've softened them up for you. Mind your head, Bat. So, Mr. Referee, how was that round?
I'd just rather not get hit by the bat. Here we go. 5 minutes of fame for you, big guy. Now your ass is mine.
When I get out of this, give me a bad shot, Bats. Think you can beat me? Don't make me laugh.
Well, I'm stuck.
I'm out, Bats. My people give him a kicking for me, boys. I think that was my round. Okay. More helicopters? How exciting!
There we go.
People of Gotham, enjoy your evening. What are you doing?
Ah, I screwed that up. I gotta fight more of them. Ah. How about I have an army of brutal me kicking your ass?
You'll die for this, Bats! Bring it on! You ready for this, Bats? Back in a second, Bats! Come in, boys! Knock him about a bit! I've got a city to address. Oh, Mr. Referee, how was that round?
Oh shit. No, you don't.
Jack Ryder, can you hear me? Got a message for all my adoring fans in Gotham.
And I've got a message for you, Joker. And the message is your ass is mine.
I can take it. I can take anything you throw at me, Bats. You can't beat me. I'm actually going to win. Ready for the next round?
Always.
What?
I'll never let you win. Never.
I am the Knight! I think he pooped a little, though. Imagine Joker's Titan turds. I mean, pretty horrifying.
I'm fine, Barbara. The GCPD finally has control of the asylum. Doctors are treating the injured, but it looks like it'll take some time. All super criminals are back in custody. Quite a mess in there. And the venom-enhanced inmates are returning to normal. Though for some, the process can be quite painful.
How are you doing?
I'll survive. See you tonight, Barbara. Shame about your car. Can I give you a ride?
Thanks, Jim, but I have one on the way.
Get some rest. You deserve it.
Second National Bank was just robbed by Harvey Dent, aka Two.
Stay safe, Jim.
2 officers down. The suspect is fleeing in their patrol car.
Excellent. Oh. And there it is, guys. Our playthrough, or rather my playthrough, our playthrough, because you guys got to watch it as well, of Batman Arkham Asylum. Definitely a game changer in the action-adventure game franchise, and this, to me, was the foundation of what many games tried to emulate. Now, some people will argue that there are other games that did Batman first, and that's pretty true, but the reality of it is that this was the game that was able to put all of those pieces together flawlessly. Because I do know some people who talk about the PlayStation 2 Spider-Man games, and I've played those, and I'll be one to say that they're on their way, but this was the idea of a superhero game perfected. I don't see, and this series was defined as that, and until Spider-Man for the PS4, we don't really get anything as awesome as this series, until the Spider-Man. And then, I mean, there's Batman Arkham City, there's Batman Arkham Knight, and then Arkham Origins, which we've already done. And so this trilogy, good trilogy, Rocksteady trilogy versus the Origins game would define an entire, generation of Batman games in and of itself. And I want to say, when I played this for the first time, I was very happy in the direction these types of games were going. And again, so many other games, to me, franchises, I think, started borrowing from this concept. We'll later, and there are other Warner Brother games like a game a series that I will get to eventually, which is Lord of the Rings series of oh geez, I can't think of it, what it's called now. Wrath of Mordor or something, where it'll come back to me later. But it's the same kind of thing where you're dealing with the same kind of combat system and other elements, and it works out really well in that series too. And then they change the mechanics of it just enough that it feels like a different game, even though they're very similar. But yeah, we did it. We got there. I love the artwork. I love the soundtrack. The visuals for the time were far ahead of what anyone expected to see in a Batman game. All of the little hidden tidbits that are in it are great. The Riddler trophies, as many as I know people used to, as I used to know a lot of people you would complain about them, especially in later installments, but I always find them to be interesting and fun, and they always kind of keep you on your toes. And they never get too, I mean, they get easy, but they never get too hard that they're insane to finish. And they do get harder as the series went on, but they're still somewhat delightful. And again, I love all of the references to the other villains, because really Batman is, and this is my opinion, Batman is probably the weakest character in his own comic book series. I hate to say it, I find the villains far more fascinating and interesting than I do the hero. Notwithstanding that the hero is a good hero, because the villains in many cases base their own problems off of Batman himself. But it's just one of those elements that I really do like about Batman's comics as I read them growing up. And again, the villain's fascinating me far more than the main character himself. And then with the event of what happened here in Arkham, I'm pretty sure the comics took a different direction following this stuff, which probably was really good. And now it feels like the comic industry is taking a huge step backwards by the time this Let's Play releases completely. But I will say that this was the right direction for Batman. I think Batman's due for a reboot, comic-wise, for sure. And I think it could be done because he has so many villains and so many interesting characters that I think people would love to see their origin from the beginning redone, rather than having to constantly reference the old comics. And I do think objectively that will heed to the creation of new villains, because we do have a new villain with Quincy Sharp, who I think at this point, I don't know, I've never read the comics during the time of this game's release. I got out of comic reading by that point, so I'm not sure what the direction was after this with various characters, but I will say that I greatly enjoy the environment, the storytelling that is in the Arkham series. And again, I still have a soft spot for Arkham Asylum. I know a lot of people like Arkham City more, but there's a thing about Arkham Asylum that the grimness of it, the style of it is so incredible. Whereas Arkham City almost, and it maybe kind of does, in my opinion, break that, bit of reality for me. That's a little too much. I'm expecting, I could expect an asylum to lose control, but an entire chunk of Gotham is a little harder to, swallow when it comes down to it being legit and real. But with all of that said, it's such a fun game. It's such an interesting story. It's got such a great, it all comes together so well that I can ignore that. Whereas in Arkham Asylum, most of what's in it, it almost feels to me like it's a true good idea for a Batman story. And I'm surprised that nobody ever tried to put the Arkham series to film. Maybe they did. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. And given enough time, maybe we'll see that. It reminds me of the really good storytelling and design of the Ghostbusters video game that had the original that's voiced by the original talent of the Ghostbusters, including Harold Ramis. You had Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and oh my god, I can't think of his name. Winston Zeddemore. No. Oh, jeez. His name's left me. Ernie Hudson. And to have all of them, you know, reprise those roles in the video game was great. To have all the Batman animated voice actors, or at least most of them, reprising their roles in this game series, of course, is great. Mark Hamill is, in my opinion, the definitive Joker, as far as personality, as far as in these Arkham games, as far as his persona is portrayed. I know a lot of people have arguments about the different Jokers. I'd be interested to see a William Dafoe Joker, maybe. But ultimately, I still think that Mark Hamill has ultimately encapsulated what the Joker is in every facet. He's intimidating. You could believe he runs a mob to some degree. You get those. He tells the jokes, of course. His laugh, every element of his performance is great. Could Mark Hamill do a live action Joker? Probably not. But definitely just get a good actor and have him dub it and just be done. I don't think it would work. I don't think it would work at all. But I still think that these depictions of the Joker are the best depictions of the character you will find as far as what I think the Joker should be. So, what do I give this? Oh man, that's a tough one. But I will say, at the end of the day, I would give this game an 8 out of 10. It's a solid game. It's probably one of the first solid, in my opinion, solid action adventure games that had been around at the time. It's not again, there's other ones that are really good too, but an 8 out of 9 for me is pretty darn good. Now you have to be a little generous because of the time period, but I still stand by and say this is probably one of the better Batman games out there next to Arkham City. And between the Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, these are clearly the best Batman games that have ever been made. And could they recreate this? I just don't know. I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll have to see. Nvidia. Anywho, I do recommend this series. I believe you can still get it on Steam. I'm pretty sure you could buy all of the Arkham games. I would, again, due to the age of it, I wouldn't pay more than $20 for it. And that includes all of the DLC for Arkham City, Arkham Asylum. I'm pretty sure you could probably pick these games up for a $5. At least Arkham Asylum for about $5 to $10. You could probably pick up Arkham City for about $15-20, and Arkham Knight, I have no idea what it's probably worth now, because yeah, when this series ended, nobody really brought these games up again, which is what inspired me to do this Let's Play. People stopped really talking about the Batman Arkham series, and so it made me question, well, whatever happened to it? And I think I'll know when I play Batman Arkham Knight, because I've actually not played that one all the way through. I played it for about 2 hours and then I stopped. So it'll be interesting because I had other things I had to do. But it'll be interesting to maybe revisit this series. I'm going to definitely be doing Arkham City at some point, as well as Arkham Knight, and then our Arkham series will be complete. When that comes out, it's going to be up in the air for now. Bane held his breath for a long time. So there you go. We have unlocked the armored batsuit for challenge mode. So yeah. We can take a look at our character trophies. Titan Power Joker. You know, we've got most of these, I would say. With probably the exception of a few that we'd have to unlock from challenge mode. But yeah. Actually, it looks like we did get them all. No, there's... Yeah, I think we did get them all. So yeah. There it is. Now, if we want to do the challenge mode, if you guys want me to see me do challenge mode, comment in the section below. Because maybe I'll tackle the challenge mode stuff because we've unlocked all of it. So there's no reason we couldn't do it if we so chose to. But yeah, really all that's left is challenge mode. And then if we complete challenge mode, get all the medals available in each of the challenges, this would be a 100% playthrough. Not much to it, and not much really other than it's mostly stealth ones, I think, combat ones. There's ones I think on a timer, and one other one I think which is just a gauntlet. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next Let's Play series. But we're gonna stop our Batman Arkham Asylum series here, with the fully completed story mode, with all of the bios, upgrades, and riddles completed. So, with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ActarStudios for more live gaming action. And we'll see you guys next time. I am the night.